My name is Greg Butler. I'm the Assistant City Manager for the City of Temecula. I'd like to welcome everybody to the celebration of the opening of the Main Street Bridge. I know there's a lot of Old Town merchants and business owners down here that are thrilled to have this day come. Yeah. If you could all join me, we'll rise, we'll face the American flag and say the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. Please take your seats if you have one. Like I said earlier, today is a long time coming. I was chatting with some of my colleagues in the Public Works Department, and we can remember when this was just a sketch on the back of a napkin about 8-9 years ago. We were successful in securing some federal monies to help pay for this bridge. So, again, long time coming. I want to acknowledge some of the many dignitaries we have here today. You have our Mayor, Mary Ann Edwards, Mayor Pro Tem Jeff Comachero, and Council Member Mike Nagar. A little bit of a repeat if you were at the State of the City this morning, but Councilmember Chuck Washington couldn't be here today. He's in Washington, D.C. with a delegation from WRCOG. They're advocating for the very successful HERO program, trying to get some federal support for that. And Councilmember Ron Roberts is doing his duty as a proud grandfather, attending the graduation of his college graduation of his granddaughter in Arizona. And City Manager Aaron Adams also had to catch a flight. He's off traveling today as well, couldn't be with us. All wanted to say congratulations on this achievement. I know I saw several representatives from our different commissions here. I'm just going to rattle the names off of the commissions. If you guys could just wave your hands. We have some reps from our Public Traffic Safety Commission here. We have some planning commissioners with us here today. And we have some community services commissioners here today, as well as members of our Old Town Local Review Board. Good job. Yeah, thank you. Before I turn things over to Mary Ann, I wanted to do a quick moment to recognize our project team. We've got our Public Works Director, Tom Garcia, is out here. Amir Achar, our oversight engineer, is in the audience. Amir, where you at? There he is. And the man that made all this come together, John Salazar, our project manager, is in the back somewhere, way in the back there. And then we've got a couple of project inspectors, a couple of public works inspectors that couldn't be with us today. They're off inspecting other things. Jay Oldham and Mike Hudson also played a key role in making this project come to life. I saw some members from our design team here. Simon Wong Engineering and their team are in the audience. Thank you. And then you've all seen the vests and the hard hats out here. We've got some members of our construction contractor, Granite Construction. Brian Karras, our project manager, Cliff Davies, and the foreman Chuck, that I'm told made most of this come together, is in the audience with us today, as well as several others. Thank you guys for being here. And with those round of acknowledgments, I'm going to turn this over to Mayor Mary Ann Edwards for a few words.
I will be brief, but sometimes you ever had your microwave oven go out and you don't realize how often you use it until you don't have it anymore? It was kind of the same thing with this bridge. I think a lot of people didn't realize how much they relied on this bridge until it was gone, and I was one of those. People really do rely on this bridge. People that use Old Town recreationally, and people, of course, who live on this side. So if you remember, I think it was back in 2005, we had huge rains, and we don't have to mention the rains that we had in 1993 that completely washed out all of Old Town. And it was those types of rains that really undermined this bridge, and it brought us to this day and really gave us a wake-up call. So we made lemonade out of the lemons, and this is the result. We were able to design a bridge that was more appropriate to the period. It really matches Temecula. We were able to design it to match it to Old Town. And so when they came to City Hall, when we started talking about it, Mr. Thornhill will remember, and we were drawing on napkins, and he said, "What kind of bridge would you like to see?" Well, of course, You know, I live in a colonial home. I said I'd like to see a covered bridge like you would see back east. That was you too? You like the colonial bridge? Okay, so yeah. So okay, well then I had somebody that commiserated with me. We like the covered bridge, but that really wouldn't have been typical of the period, so we were outvoted. Yeah, he's retired. Gary's retired. So now that we see this, this bridge is reminiscent of where I grew up, Cameron, Missouri, and when you would cross creeks out in the country, this is the kind of bridge you would see. Very, very typical, covered with rust, and you'd see trains crossing this type of bridge, and this would be typical of what you would see farm vehicles crossing as well. So it kind of makes me homesick. But anyway, I'm very glad to see that this bridge is also pedestrian friendly. The old bridge was very, very narrow and not pedestrian friendly, but this is magnificent. If you look up this way, what a beautiful gateway from the west into Old Town. So I'm very, very pleased and proud that we're able to dedicate this bridge today, and it is just going to open up the west side of Temecula and just make a terrific statement. So congratulations to everyone from the west side of Temecula. So happy Bridge Day, and this is Temecula's 25th anniversary, so what a great way to celebrate. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary Ann. We'll be cutting a ribbon here in just a few minutes, but as the banter pointed out, this bridge was actually the vision of one of our former Public Works directors, Bill Hughes. Couldn't be with us today. He's been following the construction along on our webcam and is disappointed that he couldn't be here. But he had the vision for an old rustic truss bridge to be fit right in with Old Town. And I sent him a picture of the bridge last night via email, and he already responded, overwhelmed with what it turned out to be. So he'll come down here when he's back. He's enjoying retirement, going up and down the coast in a boat. Let's see, if now's the time. We can get our council members, we can get some representatives from Granite, we can get some representatives from our Public Works team. We'll get out here and we'll cut this ribbon. We'll then stage our council members' cars across on the other side of the bridge so they can be the first ones to drive across. We'll get things cleaned up. We'll open it to the public. There's also some refreshments in the back that Granite has graciously put out for everyone to enjoy. So if we could,